When we talk about being rooted, one of the things that naturally comes to mind is putting down roots. Putting down roots ties us to a place and a people. Now more than ever, it is an incredible gift to have a sense of place in an increasingly rootless world. But also, to be tied to a people gives us a sense of community in our increasingly fractured and divided world. Giving to the general fund at First United Methodist Church helps facilitate that kind of rootedness. For one, it cares for the salaries of our incredible ministry staff who work alongside dedicated volunteers to create the kind of Christian community that we value so deeply and dearly here at First United Methodist Church. Giving to the general fund also funds the incredible building we have. It is where we worship, it is where we learn, and it is our launching pad from which we are sent into the world to love and serve. In addition to worship, though, our building is open throughout the week for groups to use in the community like AA. And while we always affirm that the church is primarily a people, we also celebrate the holiness and sacredness of our church building where so many people have come to know Jesus Christ. Being rooted also speaks to a commitment. We think of putting down roots as committing to a place and a people. That is why I want to encourage you to consider making a financial commitment to our church in the form of turning in an estimate of giving card for 2023 next Sunday, October 30th. You've heard me talk plenty about how much giving to the church has impacted my own family, so now I'd like to invite you to hear from other folks in our church about why giving to First United Methodist Church is so important to them.
Connie and I have been so blessed by the grace of God and the grace of Jesus Christ. We love our church. We love our church family. We love the ministry of First Church and what it's done for our congregation and also the community. That's why we give.
We give to First United Methodist Church so that youth can continue to learn the importance of serving others and growing in their faith.
Our giving makes confirmation, reality check, and mission trips possible for Aubrey and eventually Emlyn and Hattie.
We donate to First Church because we think it's important to give back to the programs and ministries that help our family and other families grow in their faith.
We also like to support the church financially so that it can continue to do outreach in our community and because we like to model the act of giving for our own children.
Well, I joined First Methodist Church because family is very important to me. In 1969, we moved to Salem, and very shortly thereafter, we joined the church and raised our 3 children there. And henceforth, 4 of our 8 grandchildren have been raised in First Methodist Church. And we moved back here a couple of years ago after spending 19 years in Lynchburg, and we are very happy to be back. Giving is an expression of our thankfulness for all that we have been blessed for.
Yeah, we love church. We love going to church, and we feel like it's part of, paying our part of the paying people's salaries and providing for that air conditioning. But the church puts on a lot of good programs too, and we want to keep supporting. We think it's important, and that's why I think we're also looking to leave something to the church in our wills. We want this to continue, and not just to be, taking care of the present, but to provide for people in the future that have the beautiful music, the great sermons from our pastor, and all the extra special programs that the church creates for us. So we love this church, and we want to support it.
We give to First Church because we think it is important to help provide support monetarily and by volunteering in order for the church to be able to spread the Word of God through a variety of programs that have impacted our family personally, other church families, and our community.
Our family enjoys the 2 different church services and other programs offered. Our girls love the children's ministry, and as a family, we have all benefited from Sunday school and the small group Bible study.